oh boy, did the bulls dominate the stock market last week, guys. Check it out. Both Triple Q and SPY hit fresh highs on Friday. You guys can see Triple Q went up around 0.4% on Friday. We hit $357 and roughly 70 cents. And we saw SPY go up. Let me show you this. It went to around almost 432, and this closed up about 0.2%. So we're going to quickly break down the stock market in general in this video very quickly in the beginning of the video. Then after that, we're going to break down 3 companies, all of which just reported earnings in the last couple of days. We're going to break down the charts, the stocks as well. You guys know the drill. But before we do that, do not forget to get up to 17 free stocks for Moomoo, guys, the sponsor of today's video. It is by far the best promotion going on right now. No joke. Once you open up your account and deposit at least $100, listen to this, guys, you get 5 stocks and you get a free share of C3AI guaranteed, which is exclusive to this channel. And listen to this, if you deposit at least $1,000, guys, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And guys, each of these stocks could be valued up to $2,000, and it gets even better. Deposit at least $5,000. Are you ready for this? Let me set up for this, guys. You get a free share of either Google or Tesla guaranteed, guys. So all the details are linked down below. I'm sure you saw the screenshots. Take advantage of that. And of course, it's an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video. So we had a great week overall last week. Like I said, on Friday, SPY hit a fresh high, Triple Q hit a fresh high, and even though the Russell went down on Friday, you guys probably remember that, it went down about 0.8%, it still had a very strong week overall. You guys can see we ended up starting off the week on the Russell under 1,800 points at one point on, was that Monday? Yeah. Then we ended up going all the way to almost 1,900 by Wednesday at close. That is insane. Then we ended up drifting off a little bit on Thursday and Friday, which makes sense considering how much it went up. So this, it makes sense to me that it went down 0.8% because of how strong it was Monday to Wednesday. And you guys probably see where I'm coming from. You agree with me on that. So it makes sense why that ended up going down. And if we pull up SPY, you guys can see we started off at around 426, ended up closing almost at 430. Again, on Friday, we hit 432, which is great. And if I pull the 4-hour chart up, we're now approaching 432, which you guys probably remember, that was the high from back in August. If I pull the 1-year chart up, let me show you this. Back in August, we hit 430, 432, right? That's where we are right now, guys. We're testing that point yet again. So moving forward, heading into this week, what's going to happen at 432, right? Do we break that? Do we fail at that point? I'm going to set my alert now at 432. Mark is at or above, and we'll see what happens there at during this week. And if I pull up Triple Q, guys, let me show you what's going on here. Of course, you probably know this, especially if you've been watching my channel, which if you have not been watching the channel, what are you doing? Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're well above the highs from August, which were around 330, 335. I mean, guys, look, we're at 355 at this point. We hit 357 on Friday. So this is, trading at a yearly high, and we're going to have to pull the 3-year up to see where it could be going next, if we do continue this uptrend, right? The momentum that the bulls have been seeing. So we can see 370 is what's standing out to me right off the bat. If I zoom in a little bit, you guys can see this is, when was this? Let me see. March, April of 2022. So yeah, about a year ago, we peaked at around 370, 375. Then we ended up going down all the way to about 260. Then we rallied to where we are now. So moving forward, guys, and mind you, we might see a bit of a pullback before we get to 370. But, I think at some point we could, keyword is could, nothing's guaranteed, guys, test 370. That's the next level that I'm looking at from around a year and a couple months ago on Triple Q. So those are some quick thoughts here, guys. Obviously, bulls are in charge. There's no doubt about it. And a lot of stocks have been crushing it. I mean, you guys have seen the numbers. Big tech's up a ton year to date. If you're looking at Amazon, Google, Meta, Nvidia, you name it. I mean, these stocks have been crushing it. And of course, they're the biggest companies in the world, and they have the biggest weighting in these indexes, which is why the markets have been doing just so well. I mean, for Pete's sake, guys, Apple's at all-time highs right now. It is insane. I mean, we hit $185 a couple of days ago. So let's quickly break down these companies that reported earnings, guys. We'll go over their stock charts and kind of my thoughts here. So NIO ended up reporting on Friday morning, I believe, and I forgot to talk about it. So the numbers came out, and the stock was at 7:30 roughly at around 6 a.m. on the East Coast, right around when the numbers came out. And if you guys didn't know, this is a Chinese electric vehicle company. So numbers came out, and we ended up running into close, and we actually had a huge run. And what time was that? At around 8 a.m. to about 8:10 a.m. We ran to about $8.11, pulled back into open, and then boom into open, or right at open, we saw a move all the way to 875. Look at that move, guys. I mean, from when earnings came out to that pop to 875, NIO was up almost 20%, and then, well, it lost all that, and it ended up going down almost 1% on the day. So let me show you guys what they ended up doing. Looks like here Q1 loss per share was 42 cents. Revenue came in at $1.55 billion, and they see Q2 revenue of $1.27 billion to $1.36 billion. Okay, that's less than what they just reported for Q1. And coming back here a little bit, let me see. EPADS rather, 36 cents, down from negative 13 cents year over year. Sales $1.55 billion, down from $1.56 billion year over year. So their growth has pretty much halted, guys. It's pretty much flat essentially at this point in time. And coming up a little bit more, let's see anything else here quickly in the live news tab. Again, we're not going to dive into the earnings release. I mean, that's going to take too long, and I want this video to kind of be quicker, right? More to the point. But overall, look, their growth is slowing down. You know, EPS is slowing down. Revenue is pretty much right at what it was a year ago. And Q2, the guidance is showing revenue is going to slow down, which I guess Q2 is probably a weaker quarter, and we'll see if it picks up in the back half of the year. Time will tell, guys. But overall, look, NIO stock at this point is in a downtrend. And, well, it's been in one for quite some time, for a long time at this point. I mean, you guys know that. You can see here back in, September, it was at $19 a share. Now it's at $7 a share. And guess what? The all-time high, I think, was at $66, if I remember. Yeah, $67, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right here in the beginning of January is where we hit that. So at some point, guys, we will see a reversal, but we're just not seeing a sign of that or any signs of that right now, and who knows when we'll see that. So I'm going to set my alert, and I'll put it at a round number, $10, $10 mark is at or above, and I'll just see where it goes from there. If it starts breaking $10, we start taking out the highs from a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, all right, maybe we'll see a reversal from there, but as of now, guys, it's in a downtrend. It's under these moving averages. I'm not looking to touch it at all. DocuSign is another one that we have to take a look at, guys, because they reported earnings, and, well, that stock was volatile as heck. You guys can see the numbers came out. It was at $64.71. Then it ended up going down to $55. Then we closed at $57. We went down 2.5% on the day. And actually, wait a second, were their numbers on? Their numbers were on Thursday, guys. So I forgot to talk about them on Thursday. Either way, they reported last week, and when the numbers came out, funny enough, look at the volatility here, guys. This stock went from 58 to 67. That was a 15% move. Then, like I said, we went all the way down to $55 on Friday. So this lost 17% pretty much from top to bottom there in just about a day, which is not, I mean, it's not unusual, but it's pretty crazy either way. We see it happen all the time, but it's still crazy to see it happen. And let me see what they ended up doing. Looks like they did adjusted EPS of 72 cents, which beat the 56 cents expected, and sales came in at $661 million, which beat the $641 million expected. So double beat there for DocuSign, which is good, and it looks like here they see Q2 2023 revenue of $675 to $679 million versus $670 million, yada, yada, yada. Sees full year 24 revenue of $2.71 and $2.72 versus $2.7 billion, so that's good. Guidance is strong, so I guess that's probably why the stock went up initially, and, that was on Thursday after the bell, but I'm not sure why on Friday the stock didn't hold the gains. I mean, what the heck's going on here? We gave back all those gains after guidance was strong. They beat EPS revenue. Not too sure what's going on there with DocuSign, guys, but overall, let's see if we could retake this $60 level. That's a big spot, not only from a couple days ago, but also from a couple months ago. Back in March heading into April, we were struggling at 58, 60 bucks for about a month. So that's got to, break again. So I'm going to set my alert at $60. Mark is at or above. Let me do that right now, and we'll see where it goes from there, guys. And the last one for the video, and by the way, if you guys are still here, I appreciate you all. As always, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you want me to talk about any stocks, guys, feel free to drop some ticker symbols down below as well. Why not? Maybe I'll cover them in a video. So the last one here is Trip.com, which you guys can see is completely breaking out. Probably the best chart out of all the ones that we've talked about today, because look, it's breaking out of this channel, which we covered a couple of videos ago. We're above the moving averages. We're about to have a golden cross, and we just reported numbers, which really is what's causing the stock to go up, in my opinion. It went up 4.5% on Friday. I believe they reported earnings on Thursday, or was it Wednesday? Yeah, they were on Wednesday, so they reported in the middle of the week, and the stock just kept going up Thursday and Friday. That goes to show the strength in the stock after earnings. Very good sign there. So let me actually see what they did, guys. Bear with me if I can even see it here, guys. So it looks like they did adjusted EPS of 11 cents, which beat the loss of 3 cents expected, so that's good. And they ended up beating on sales $730 million versus $702 million expected. All right, and Jefferies adjusted their price target to $48 from $45, and they're maintaining a buy rating. I'm sure that helped the help boost the stock a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But again, this is breaking out on the 4-hour chart, which is partly why we're covering it in this video. And in my opinion, sure, it could be overbought, but directionally it's bullish. And to me, I think 40 plus could be around the corner. Will it happen tomorrow, the next day? I'm not saying that for sure, but over time, could it happen? I think it's possible. So those are 3 stocks I'm looking at, guys. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. And before you click off the video, don't forget to get up to 17 free stocks from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. Let me tell you a little bit about this, because I'm telling you guys, no joke, this is the best promotion by far that they've ever ran. I'm not even kidding. So if you deposit at least $100 using that link down below, or by going to stocksarefest.com/Moomoo, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And a free share of C3AI, which I believe is $35 a share, something like that. That's actually exclusive to this channel. And listen to this, if you deposit at least $1,000, guys, you get 10 more stocks on top of the 6 stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And if you want even more money, listen to this, it gets better. If you deposit at least $5,000, you get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, guaranteed, guys. So if you want some free stocks and you want to help out the channel, guys, again, this is the best promo by far right now. Use that link down below. And now, cheers. I'll catch you all later.